One more thing I'm gonna say too. I'm gonna say one more thing and then add it to the video. Um, the whole purpose of what's up, bro? Chilling. The whole purpose of the spiritual attack is to get you sad. It's to lower your frequency. That's what it is. It's to lower your frequency. It's to lower your vibration. That is the whole purpose of it. That's why they play certain musics. They give us certain foods. They do certain shit to lower our frequency, to lower our vibration, so that it's easier to get body snatched by different entities, to make you sad, you know, and that's why I said, like, I'm not about to let that shit fuck up my day, because that's the fucking goal. It's to mess up your day so that you stay at a low frequency, so that you don't want to work on your dreams, your goals, and your admirations that'll take you from working your regular 9 to 5. Basically, they want to keep you complacent, and keeping your vibration low and your frequency low is what will make you stay complacent. That is what will make you stay complacent. And they know this. That's why I said, do not let that shit throw you off. Do not let that shit disrupt your flow. Know what I'm saying? Do not let that shit disrupt your flow at all. Hold up, y'all. My bad, y'all. I had to text my man's back. He was asking about the watches. But yeah, let me that's the purpose of the thing though. That's the purpose. The purpose is to lower your vibration, to lower your frequency, to keep you at a level where you don't feel like starting a new business. You don't feel like changing your life. Keeping your frequency and your vibration so low to the point where you don't want to change. You're comfortable where you're at. You know, they give us the food, they put the sex in front of our face, they feed us fucking everything to calcify our third eye. Like, it's a lot of shit that they be doing to try to keep our vibration low and keep our frequency low, keep us vibrating low, so that we don't break free, and that we don't become better people or smarter people, or just start new businesses, create. They don't want us to create anymore, because when we create, we become dangerous to society. Because when we're dangerous to society, their systems collapse. Their systems collapse and they get exposed. So that's why I said, don't let that shit ruin your day, because it's going to happen. You're going to get tested, because you got to think about it. Yes, we see the world in whatever D we're seeing it in, 5D, 3D, I don't know. We're seeing the world that we see, but there's a whole other dimension that is unseen, that is only felt, which is frequencies. Know what I'm saying? I gotta understand that. It's just straight up frequencies. And everybody's vibrating on a different frequency and a different wavelength. That's why sometimes you could clash. If you're vibrating too high and somebody's vibrating too low, y'all can clash for no fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't even be talking to certain people or being around certain people either. That's why my friend group is low now. I don't even have that many friends, because I'm not even vibrating on the same frequency with some of the same niggas that I used to talk to. Now, me and my brother, what the fuck? This nigga just drove on the sidewalk. What the fuck? Me and my brother, though, we always been vibrated on the same frequency, yo. You know what I'm saying? That's why we always connected, even from a young age. Me and this nigga damn near are the same fucking person, gang. And I feel like in a past life or something, because, you know, life is, all that shit got exposed too, but, you know, life is, if you get reborn, oh man, I'm about to expose a lot of shit. I hope they don't kill me for this shit. But life, bro, when you die, you can either choose to travel on and keep moving, or you can be reborn and sent back to Earth. Now, some people say that the moon is a spirit catcher and dream catcher and shit like that. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't know too much about that one. But what I do know is there's two options when you die. You can move on, Your soul can move on and it can continue to, the energy can continue to go somewhere else and be free, or you can get reincarnated and born here again to relive another life, because you didn't learn your cycle. You didn't learn from your last cycle. You didn't learn from your last death. And that's why we have life path numbers. Like mine is 13, and the number 13, the way that he died was from suicide, right? And I've dealt with that shit a lot in my life, a lot, even from a young age of like 9 years old, gang, for real. So it's like the purpose of your life path number is to find out. The purpose of your life path number is to find out what happened to you, your past life, and to figure out that lesson, that lesson that you failed, is to figure out, basically it's to pass it. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's basically to like pass the life lesson, I guess. But it's a different word from pass. I forgot what it was, bro. But I like, if y'all know what I'm trying to say, then that's good. But I don't know how to word it. But yeah, like it's some different shit. This nigga locking his car like I'm about to go take his shit. I don't want your fucking car, boy. But you see him saying shit like that. I'm out here making a YouTube video, and you just see me talking to my phone. You think I'm on some weird shit, bro. And it's like, just go about your day, bro. Dead ass. You didn't even have to look over here. But anyway, yeah, it's like, but that's what I'm saying. Their frequencies is low. They not even on the same type of wavelength that we're on, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can be on a wavelength and you can clash with somebody at a lower vibration just because y'all are vibrating at different levels, you know. And those levels, you're vibrating love, positivity, you know, great energy, great vibes. And when you're vibrating at that level, naturally you're just confident. Naturally you just believe in yourself. Niggas vibrating at a low level, naturally he's just a bitch ass nigga and he's just a hater. He's just a hater by nature, literally. You know, it's just, that's just how that shit is. Like, it's just, and those are things that come from those type of frequencies and those type of vibrations. That's why with the music that they feed us, you feel certain type of energies from listening to certain type of musics. Not even just the words, it's the frequencies of the words, the frequencies of the beats. Get what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, but that's why I say you gotta find your life path number, because when you find out your life path number, that is basically gonna tell you what you're trying to complete on this path, this life path, what your purpose is. That is what your life path number will tell you. And I forgot how the fuck I found out mine's, but basically, yeah, it'll tell you that, you know, it'll tell you that. And you gotta understand that it's some shit called gematria, and you gotta understand that everything, this is literally the matrix. Everything is literally put to us in numbers and codes. Everything is coded, everything is noted, you know? Every single thing is coded and noted, bro. This is the new system that they have for us now. It's been around for a long time, but this is the new system that they have for us. It's called gematria, and you gotta look it up. And basically what that is, that's why we have our birthdays and dates, because they're tracking us through those dates. Just like zodiac signs. Those are your social security cards of the spirit. That is how they can track you and know who you are, what you are, without even knowing you. Know what I'm saying? They be watching, bruh. I'm trying to tell y'all, gang. And they be trying to figure out a way to lie to you sometimes when you get a little bit too bold or a little bit too far. That's why I always watch my surroundings and shit like that. But it's called gematria though. And that shit, like, that shit is gematria. That's why you see certain synchronicities all the time. 222, 333, 111. Those are ways that your angels, and your guardians can speak to you. Those are ways that they can guide you and let you know that you're on the right path. Like for me, I always see my birthday. I see 423 every single day. I see that shit every single day. And I don't know why. And everybody I ask, I cannot get an answer to why. Coincidentally, I see my birthday every day. And I just see different numbers too, like 111, 444, 333, 222. I see those too. But I always see my birthday too. And I still don't know what the fuck that even means. I don't even know what that is. You know, I be trying to ask people. I really don't know. I gotta take some time out one day and talk to one of those speakers, because I don't even know what they call them. But I be watching tarot card readings and shit like that. Other people that are gifted, I be watching them, and I feel like one of them can help me with that situation, because I don't know what it is, but I know that I do see my birthday every single day though, and I don't know why. But like I said, yeah, it's called gematria though. And do some research on yourself, and like I said, look up your life path number, because that'll show you what your purpose is and what you need to be trying to complete. But those things, they expose a lot of shit, like with celebrities. Some celebrities are literally actors. They don't ever die. They just get reborn. That's why the numbers are made up. That's why the numbers are the numbers of the gematria matches up to certain celebrities, because their role is just over. Like, also watch a movie called The Truman Show. It's basically a movie about this guy living life. It's with Jim Carrey, one of the best actors ever. This guy living life that exposed the shit multiple times, and when he exposed it, his wife died. It's about this guy living life, and when he decides to go off course, he finds out that everything he's been living is a lie, and it's a movie, and it's a setup. Everything is a fucking setup. You know what I'm saying? Everything was set up. You know, it was just a whole script. It was a whole narrative. It was everything that it was a lie. Even his wife knew. His wife was even on it. Now, I'm not saying shit goes down to that level, but depending on who you are, sometimes it does go down to that level. You know what I'm saying? Some people are really genuinely CIA agents, and they are there to watch you. Like for example, this shit right here, bro. This building has been abandoned for so long, since I've been over here. And the other day, they decided that they wanted to start working on it, and all they did was make this fucking big ass metal door. And I'm like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. That's some weird ass shit to me. That's some weird ass shit. Like, that's some shit that's like, y'all probably trying to watch me or stay close to me type shit. Or not even me, maybe somebody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I know this video is getting deeper than it's supposed to be, but I'm sorry. I know a lot of shit, right? But back on the topic, though. Back on the topic of gematria. That's what it's called, though. It's called gematria. And the reason that everything is coded into numbers and shit like that is because it's easier for the elites to understand that shit. It's easier for them to understand it, and we don't get it. But when you take time to look into it, everything starts to make sense. I just stepped in a big ass puddle of water. Damn. Everything starts to make sense. You know what I'm saying? Everything starts to make sense. Everything starts to start sounding a little bit too coincidental or too confusing. Like, I don't know, the shit's weird, bro. But and the reason that they do this is because, oh man, so much things that y'all don't know, bro. This rabbit hole goes so deep, but pretty much God is real, the Most High is real, the Creator is real, yes. But understand that there's also other people that got sent. There's other people that's under him, under him, that got sent, that have powers. I'm not gonna say powers, that have authority that we can't see, and they got sent under him, and they are above the elites. They are above the elites, and there's certain laws that the elites have to follow, and the laws that they have to follow are They have to tell us what they're doing to us. But the way that they do it is in codes. It's in numbers. It's in symbols. It's in all those shits, bro. Because they have to tell us without telling us. You know what I'm saying? That's how the shit is, bro. Unfortunately, that is what is happening to us. Like the rabbit hole of spirituality and vibrations and aura, bruh, that shit is a never ending rabbit hole. I can make a video on that and I probably wouldn't be done for like 2-3 days just talking about all this shit I know, and it goes deeper than even what I know, because everything that we know is a fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but I don't stress myself out. I don't go crazy about this shit because, I mean, I know my purpose and I know what I'm here to do and I know what I'm supposed to be doing. So it don't really stress me out. But most other people, they just, you know, they're cool with just living their life and stuff. And that's cool. Like, it's no problem with that, you know. There's no problem with that because, like I said, the movie The Matrix is not a movie, gang. It's literally based on the real life. The red pill is a real thing. You know, it's not something you can physically take, but it's something that once you understand what the fuck is really going on, you can never turn back around, bruh. You can never turn back around. That is the real world. You will start seeing shit from a different lens. You know what I'm saying? And some people are not meant to take that red pill because they just not meant to. So they decide to take the blue pill and keep living their life how they living it. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine because we all are one anyway. Some people are meant to know more than others. Like me, from a young age, I always will ask questions. Whoa. Woo-wee. But me from a young age, I always ask questions. You know what I'm saying? I always ask questions, and I always wanted to know more about life. You know? That nigga came out of nowhere, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I swear to God, he came out of nowhere. Like, he just appeared out of nowhere. But I always wanted to know more about life. You know what I'm saying? So I would always ask more questions. You know, so that's how I knew from a young age that I was meant for more, because I would ask more questions than the average kid would. You know what I'm saying? You know, some people, they don't ask questions. They just do what they're told, and that's it. And they do that for the rest of their life until they die. And like I said, that's cool. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But my problem is the people that don't want to do that, the people that do want to do more in life, and they settle. That's my problem. That's why I make videos that I do. Because I want people to live their truth and not be afraid to actually change the world, you know. But like I said, it's levels to the shit. You know, once you get to a certain level, you can't talk about certain things and promote certain things because they will kill your ass. Like me, when I get to a certain level, this video is gonna get taken down. Only people that have this shit listed are gonna be able to see it. It's not gonna be open for the public, bruh. Because the police ain't about to come take me out, bruh. Nope. So only people that have this video are gonna be able to see it. If you don't have the video, you're not gonna be able to see it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But I got a client coming up soon, and I gotta edit this video. So I love y'all, boys. I ain't think this video was gonna be this long, and I don't even know what I'm about to title it, but I love y'all. Catch y'all in the next one.